Hey everybody, it is Matt and Dyan and welcome back to Ok Aussie, the channel. Now if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe with that notification bell. Welcome to all our lovely community, our large following base which is growing, and the comments which keep on coming. We love them.
Loving hearing you
Bit
guys.
of an update video. You know us.
This guys.
Every day there's something going on.
It's unbelievable.
20 things a day, really, isn't it, man?
It's unbelievable. It's Jesus.
I actually think it is this time. I'm being serious.
Prayed.
This one's been praying.
No, guess what I did?
I've been doing the hard work.
The last time the dramas are going on and I said, right, I'm too sick, and I said, I'm staying here.
Yep.
I'm staying here. Now you left, I could hear the ruckus going on. So I knelt by my bed.
Yes.
I've got like a cute pink Bible that's leather. It's lovely.
It is
anyway,
lovely.
I kneeled at this bed and I said, Jesus, take it.
You were seeking divine intervention.
Take it. All I ask, like, you can take everything from me. I just want peace.
Yeah.
That's what I told
If
him.
you've been following our journey, particularly over the last few weeks,
I was like,
months,
Jesus, please.
there's been a bit going on. And when she said an incident, I was out putting out fires, almost literally. There was smoke and fire alarms and people involved. But anyway, that's another sort of drum. We have not had in the almost 7 months. We've almost been 7 months here in this NDIS, National Disability Insurance Scheme, SDA, Special Disability Accommodation. This is a high functioning supports needs accommodation,
which
fully
doesn't
accessible.
make sense. So reword that, because anyone who doesn't know the end, it means for people that are the most severely disabled.
The most, yes. I know. The wording,
Stupid.
it's a government department. What do you expect?
Stupid.
Seriously.
Stupid.
So Dyan is on the NDS for disability because she's got this chromosomal disorder, 22q11.2 Deletion Syndrome. It's a chromosomal genetic disorder. Okay, it's an umbrella term. It affects so many things. We know that she's got autism, ADHD, OCD, Tourette's, multiple different types of seizures. The list goes on with she's got issues up the wazoo. This particular one, about 180 different issues and symptoms and things. But anyway, that's another sub story. If you want to know about the condition,
there's
find
nothing
out
wrong
more.
with me.
Oh yeah, sure. A seizure every day for the last 3 days.
We had a horrible night last night because of me.
When don't we? What time did we wake up this morning?
I was wanting to throw up.
Yeah.
But I wasn't throwing up.
The nausea as well.
And the
pain that goes with it.
I was groaning. I was like, when is this? I had 3 like under the tongue anti-noises, which I have for my gastroparesis. So I'm assuming it's my gastroparesis.
It wasn't this case.
So my GI tract is fucked.
But this is the thing with, and this is what we call a condition catch-22, because, you know, one thing over here affects another thing over here, which affects another thing over here. And you've got to work them all together. That's why Dyan's under 20 different specialists.
You've had a hard night.
You've had a hard night. I've had a hard night.
Because he's had to keep an eye on me.
But there's some good news. You need to stick around for this.
Weird news. Hang on, it's not just good news. But it's not, might not be good news because it might not happen.
It might not.
But also, second to that,
fingers are crossed. We need your fingers to be crossed as well.
This is weird. Get ready for something weird.
So,
if you don't believe in miracles after this,
we needed a miracle.
Then.
So let me talk. So during this last 7 months where we've been here, we've had a few things. Okay, we've had wars, we've had fights, we've had domestic violences, we've had drugs, alcohol, Department of Children's Services, people being injured, hurt, threatening to jump off this.
Administering first aid, and I'm disabled.
I know the police, the fire brigade and the ambulance by first name basis. They know me very well here because I'm seeing them every day.
The police have been here, what?
35, 40 times?
Lots.
Fire brigade have been here 8 times, but we've had the fire smoke detection go off 14 times.
They can come anytime.
Anyway, let's not go there. You don't need the calendar.
They can come anytime.
So during the 7 months that we've been here of instability, we've been trying so hard to get things to stabilise. That's the most important thing for Dyan's condition. Without stabilisation, she's at more risk of heart attack, respiratory related issues, cognitively, seizures, and affecting things like the Tourette's, obviously upsetting the autism. We know that.
Here we go. Pick on me again.
But I've been looking to see if there's opportunities for us to move elsewhere. Now we've only just moved.
I didn't know he was doing that.
No, I don't tell her everything. I had to keep certain things under wrap to see if there's an opportunity. I had to explore things. During this process, there's one face that you did know about because we're working with a provider that's here to see what they actually had.
Oh yeah, that one I know about.
That wasn't disability friendly. It's got stairs. I mean, How the heck do you think a
3
person with
stairs
wheelchairs are going to get down to the car every day,
3
multiple
stairs.
times a day, instead?
Deep stairs.
I do wonder sometimes what they think what disability housing is actually meant to be, but that's another story. Let's not go there. Okay, there is actually guidelines, building and development guidelines.
Don't even.
SDA.
Okay, let's just
give
up.
I'm just saying.
Give up. Just accept what you can get.
Now, why are we here is probably one of the questions. If you're new to the channel, you may not be aware, but
I'm
we have
very
actually
resourceful.
moved. Hold
Very
on.
resourceful.
We've moved now 7 times in 4 years.
Well,
Or is it 8 times
hang on, let me
now?
count. 2 seconds. One,
to
two,
there, 2,
3,
3
4,
there, 3 to 4 there, 4 to 5
5,
there,
6.
6 into there. But
This
you got
is the
temporary, but you got temporary.
6 but 3 temporaries. 6 plus 3 temporaries.
Okay, a few times in 4
I'm just
years.
saying, so that's
No
9
stability.
disruptions of living place.
We were just looking for our forever
Isn't
home
that stupid?
to make sure that Dyan's able to build community, find the supports local to her. Because every time you move, especially when you move to a new location, you got to find the localized supports. You got to get used to the local chemist, the local hospital system. Who's your new GP?
Shopping.
All of these things have to be changed. You know what it's like when you move.
Shopping.
Let alone the packing, unpacking, and for a person with autism,
Good
it
sushi.
takes a good 6 to 9 months to actually transition and become used to your new environment.
Yeah,
So we've been destabilized.
totally.
So what's the story about?
I'm joking.
Prior to moving here, we were in a place for 2 years, which was again NDIS SDA.
Correct.
For 2 years,
We had a big family.
I fought with the
Big
NDIS
family of people.
support systems, but also their complaint systems, because I was dealing with a corrupt, negligent,
Financially exploitation to
exploitative
me
provider.
through using him as the excuse to charge
They
more.
I was doing forensic accounting because they're making so many accounting mistakes. They
Ridiculous.
were not following through on
Fraud.
contracts. They were not fulfilling
Fraud.
obligations, and they certainly failed under the SDA.
Fraud.
We were kicked out because, unfortunately, being a whistleblower, they don't want you around anymore. So off you go. Didn't have a choice.
Yeah.
They manipulated the system to try and get rid of us. So we had to move
And the
on,
legislation
unfortunately.
changed now, though, so
Ah,
they
the
can't do
legislation
that
has
now.
changed.
But a month after
There's
we
a watchdog
moved,
now.
hang on, a month after we moved, the legislation changed.
Yep.
I was like, because I was watching Parliament
I know, right?
on TikTok, and I'm
Yep.
like, no.
Yep.
No.
There's been a lot of
No.
changes under Bill Shorten, the
No.
Minister for the NDIS, and there's
So
now
mad.
a watchdog that's looking at
So
the
mad.
corrupt and illicit behaviour and performances of providers. The place that we used to be at, that provider's now gone.
You guys remember?
Gone.
If you've
They
been
were
with this
the
for a
developers.
while, you'll know where we
They
were.
had built the property. They were managing 8 other SDAs. They've gone. Bye. Bye, Felicia.
Totally gone.
And I found out the other day when
And the
one of the lovely
council of owners
when
are
one of the
happy.
lovely tenants reached out to me and said, Matt, they've all gone. It was like tumbleweeds.
And I was confused. I
Disappeared.
was
It's
like,
like, what happened?
because all
Where
I
did they
was
go?
told was that, and I was
How
like,
could they do that? That's
but
impossible,
why would
right?
it be empty?
So I explored. There's a new provider in
That's
town.
weird.
It's like a new sheriff. A new sheriff's in town. Like the OK Corral. Bang, bang, bang. Well, that new sheriff, that new provider, a professional SDA company has taken over. They've heard the stories. They've engaged with the community where we used to live. And that community is actually incredibly supportive and has
They said
very
they
strongly
must
said,
come back.
we must come back. So that was the first part of the impetus.
We have to.
I've reached out to Dyan's NDS support coordinator and said, look, is this feasible? Is there an
We have to
opportunity?
work
I've
out, yeah, if
explored,
it's
obviously, the
feasible,
provider to say,
because
this
every
provider,
provider's different.
absolutely, and the way they do things in the
Yeah.
provider. A lot of them these days also provide what's known as SEAL, okay? So services,
Supported
active
independent living.
okay?
That's what
And
it stands
that's really what it stands for, but it's
Acronym
about
SUP.
providing support workers under their own auspice, okay, to support
And
you.
they have overnight on site.
They have a concierge and an overnight support.
concierge.
Now, remembering the overnight support
Concierge.
system here, that didn't work, did it?
Concierge. I would
A
like.
concierge.
I would
Doesn't
like
work
a
like that.
glass of
It's not
champagne
bougie.
for me and my friends.
So I explored,
Do I
I
have friends?
investigated,
No, I don't have
I
friends.
looked at the provider. The provider ticked all the boxes. In fact, the provider provides a disability bus to
You
be able
don't
to take the
need friends.
participants around.
yeah.
They provide activities in the community, things such as disability horse riding,
Including
and
the
a
horses.
wildlife rescue service, which they connect to. So you get to actually go out and be with animals and do the things that you've talked about for so many years, being able to achieve and do without having your own farm or property out in the country.
Well,
so
that's a future thing that I'm aiming for.
It aligns very well. So they do have the OSS support, which is really important. OSS is overnight on-site supports.
Yes.
They have obviously the transport. They obviously are ethical. They obviously have a range of solutions designed for people with disability. And we know the place because that's what we chose. It was meant to be our forever home.
We spent
a lot of our time. We built the gardens upstairs. We painted the furniture in the community. Half of my library went into the bookstore that was there. I added gym and sports equipment to create their gym. You've cleaned the pool even as you've gone along. We're very much integral and part of the community. It was so sad to actually leave it.
And obviously they love us
because they've reached out to us.
Begging for us to come
we found out that it's gone and we've started the conversation. Now it's a conversation, we're in the negotiation stage.
We don't know.
We're trying to secure.
There's no
look, the stars are aligning. Things are hoping. Like I said, there's a lot of wishful things going on.
We can
find out in the next few days if this is viable.
And if it happens, we literally get our actual apartment
the
back.
Same actual apartment.
Our actual apartment.
The actual apartment. It'll be like coming home. It'll be like going, hello, I'm home.
What?
I know, right?
Like what?
And the funny thing is, you've had dreams along the last
I've had imagery in my head of walking in that door and going, thank God I'm home.
And
I cry for it.
Even in a couple of your seizures, I want to go home.
And that's the place I'm thinking of.
That's Dyan's home. So even in her worst, when she's cognitively not there, amidst the harsh reality of seizures, when it's life-threatening with choking, aspirations, and heart rates going all over the shops, and her brain's going offline, she still has this cognizance to say, I want to go to the place where I feel comfortable and safe and know that there's a community of people that love her and appreciate her and welcome her. And we definitely don't feel that comfortable and safe here. Unfortunately, we've tried really, really hard. And that sometimes happens. But I'm not going to be putting out spot fires every day or 3 or 4 times a day. It's just too much. It's too much on me for my health, well-being and mental state because I'm losing the plot over the whole thing. But it's worse for Dyan's stability. She needs peace and quiet and tranquility.
I can't have another heart attack. I mean, moving house was what caused my heart attack.
So look, please send out your best wishes and thoughts towards us.
Let's
put some positivity out into the universe because we certainly deserve a bit of a break.
We can be where we need to be in peace. You guys know we need peace. You've heard the stories here. Please,
so the discussions and the negotiations are proceeding.
We're discussing. Look, there's no guarantee. We don't know.
No.
But like maybe a miracle will happen. I don't know.
And look, if it does, and we end up having to move very quickly. I'd love to have a nice
place to suffer.
Yeah. I don't want you to suffer anywhere, but being in a nice place, absolutely.
My condition.
I get it. And this morning and every day is the same thing. Whether it's you had intense
and
migraines this morning.
If
I do move,
pain. If I do move, my carer comes with me, she said. She's like, absolutely, I can go there, she said.
Because it's actually closer to her. She's only 10 minutes away.
I'm like, yes.
So that's what because we don't like disrupting and losing.
We have hit it off very
how hard it is to find supports when you get hold of them. You want to keep hold of them.
She's a young version of me. She's a smart bunny.
She's a smart bunny.
She's a very smart bunny for a young
So that keeps some continuity. We're still with our support coordinator, which is great for continuity. We can still tap into some of the services that we've still got here. We're still trying to get into the autism surfing, for example, and other organisations.
We still have. Apparently it starts in December.
Yes. December, January, February, I believe.
For autism down the road here, so I can still go regardless of where I am.
Fremantle,
I'm so excited about that, guys. I'm so excited. How many times have I said, I probably said it a few times on camera too, I want to surf.
I know, right?
I want to surf.
And we're also looking into the new year to take Dyan away for a few days. Across the pond, as I call it.
We can see it from here.
I know, right? It was across the pond.
We can see it out our front yard.
As the Dutch first explorers who came to Australia when they actually discovered Western Australia, they actually went to Rottnest first and they found these big rats. Which is the Dutch word for rats. Rat's
but
nest.
It's actually rot nest now.
We call it rot
But they
nest.
called it rat nest.
They're actually not rats. They are marsupial. They're like a mini kangaroo, like a little wallaby. They're quackers. They're so cute. They're so funny. And we're going there for a few days. So make sure you subscribe and come along because you're going to get to see rot nest from the perspective of a person with disability. We're going into the eco-friendly.
We're getting a golf cart.
We got golf carts. We've got a buggy, as in a disability gopher. We'll be going on the train and on the bus. We'll be going scuba diving and snorkeling. They asked if you want to do skydiving. I said, I don't think so.
What? I don't think I'd be medically approved.
No.
To do that.
No, not at all.
Imagine my heart.
I'm not going to be there to catch you.
Are you kidding me? I could have a stroke.
You know what she's like.
No, I
won't be doing that
won't be doing that, guys.
Some things
I
won't
could
be doing.
stroke out.
But we'll sit on the beach.
You don't always make it
And
through
we'll
a stroke or a heart attack.
We'll go to the Rottnest Bakery. We'll be going out to the restaurant. We'll be having a bit of a summer vacay.
I remember with my mum and my brother, and it was my turn to go get breakfast from the bakery.
Yep.
Or maybe my brother was
we
coming
spent our
with me.
childhood
And we were
in Rottnest,
riding our bikes down this, and it was a big hill to get to the bakery.
Very big hill in Rottnest.
And even though I have training wheels, because I'm being autistic, late to learn things.
Yep.
But I, probably even now need it, actually. But basically, I went down the hill and I fell off.
Oh, no.
And I skinned my knee bad.
Ouch.
And the police officer, because this police station's right in between from the camping area, the police station's there, and then there's the bakery. And they're lovely, because they're used to tourists. So they're always in a happy mood too.
Very community-based police.
And they're like, oh, are you okay? And he came out with some Band-Aids and, put that on. And he's like, you sure you're okay? And I'm like, yeah, no, I'm fine. Because in those days, we used to skin our knees all the time.
That's what you do. My sister Anne did a similar sort of thing.
Did she?
On a bike at Rottnest.
Did she?
She learned what it's like to take an aeroplane home from Rottnest as an emergency.
She what?
Yes, she had to take the ambulance airplane home.
Oh,
in an
Anne.
emergency. I know, right?
Oh, wait till I speak to her next.
I don't think she'll like
I'll be like,
much.
hey Anne,
I'm
going to Rottnest.
Maybe she needed training wheels.
Have you got any memories of Rottnest?
We'll see. So anyway, that's on the agenda, part of our summer, because we're coming into summer, obviously, in Australia. So that's a really cool thing there. One of the cool things, if we do get back into the apartments where we're going, it's got a pool. And Diane is obviously a water baby, so she loves her hydrotherapy. She gets to do her hydrotherapy every day. Yeah, it's a win there.
I told my support worker about that. I said, she goes, don't worry, I've always got my bathers in the car. And I'm like...
She's prepared. Got to be prepared. I like that.
But yeah, no, I need my hydrotherapy. And I love the people there, guys. Like, I had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
I got along with all of them, and I really miss them.
You do.
I really miss them.
It's part of a community, which will be a nice thing. So look,
it's more than just a place.
So some of the other updates about what is also going on.
But we don't know. We'll let you know when we know.
We had a 4-hour session with your support worker today. It felt like it went in 15 minutes.
I know.
It's just like blink of an eye and
it's
shot.
I was so sick at the beginning.
That's how Budgie's behind us, the three of them.
So for the first hour, I don't think...
You're out of it.
Yeah, I was not quite cognizant.
No, she was still coming around. I was still coming around. A lot of pain, a lot of struggles here.
Sorry. I tried to
and
push
obviously on
seizure
alert today. Touch wood when I say that. I know, I said the S word.
Said it again.
We're on DEFCON 4 standby warning, okay? Even the cat's ready to go. Willow, look like you're at least pretending that you're ready to go.
He's asleep. He's like, I don't care.
Cat. Seizure cat, Willow. Look, there he goes.
Wait till we get a young brother for you, young
That's him,
man.
over there, seizure cat.
And
he's turned around and gone back to sleep.
Well, I don't know.
As for the birds... I've cleaned your cage this morning. I know you're happy. That's singing their lovely songs.
We might not be able to afford the new flute because if we're moving...
The cost of moving is horrendous.
I wanted to get a brother for him. Young ladies!
Hey, if you're going to sing in tune.
Bill.
I've got to choose a song.
Jazzy.
Okay, other news. So during your session today, I spent 2 hours writing another email response to our legal team.
Legal's going well.
It is. And I'm not going to go, and I can't go into it.
We can't talk about it.
Again, I am suppressed. I'm such a suppressed person.
I'm so suppressed. I'm so oppressed.
It's so
stupid. Okay. I'm good.
So, we are making some great wins. And not just exclusively for Dyan,
and more,
but also for the bigger community of people with disabilities, particularly rare disabilities, particularly autism, within the local health system. Some changes that are coming into place that are going to affect and improve access to services.
I've made a difference for others.
Which is so necessity, and it's like a big deal. So I'm very proud of our hard work, because it's all part of the advocacy. That's why we do
autistic.
the training. The channel here is for us to not only educate on various... Diane's got multiple rare diseases and conditions, okay?
I've got 2 rare
But educating about chromosomal genetic disorder... Actually, if you look at multiple, I can actually add up 5, but I'm not going to go into that separately.
Yeah, I do.
Like depression is rare.
But anyway.
Keep going to this. But conditions are rare. Not many people know about them. So, of course, by bringing them to the light, by talking about them, by sharing the actual day-to-day experience...
Perth is a bit backward.
They are. And we don't have the medical spaces for 22Q.
But,
We don't have one. The kids have one. But of course, once you're 18,
you
can't go to the children's hospital.
Specialists.
I know, right?
But they won't see me.
They don't. It's a stupid system. But we already know that there's a transitional issue.
On time.
And that's something that they're improving. So we've made some good inroads through the channel, through educating and particularly through advocating. Look, over the years, I've been advocating not only with the health department locally and federally, but also with the NDIS and the disability.
So always speak to your local politicians, speak to your health department.
Have conversations,
have a conversation with your hospital. Yeah. Always have that open dialogue.
Correct.
You've got rights.
Constructively show what's wrong and try and give them ideas and suggestions on how they can improve.
Offer what you think a good change would be.
Correct. Hey, look, I've had lots of in-depth conversations with the Minister, the NDS Minister, Bill Shorten's office. They know me quite well. The Senator, which has gone to Senate estimates to talk about disability services across in Australia. Dyan has been an active part of the disability... what do we call it? The Australian Royal Commission into Disabilities. That was a very big deal.
I made some changes there too, girlfriends and guys.
This is where the origin of the changes for autism in Australia has actually come from. And the formulation of the fact that we're now educating openly and engaging with government, with services, with the community, but with medical as well, and schools to improve.
I mean, I helped with things like what I also saw in the stories, premature births and the lack of looking after 100%. Those children. Then things like diagnosis of girls and women on the spectrum.
Correct.
That needs to improve.
Yep. And with also your long-term and over 30 years plus having MECFS, myalgic encephalitis, chronic fatigue syndrome.
But that's a real thing.
That has actually now been recognised and received under the NDIS as a diagnosis and has actually led to people gaining access for those disabilities because of that condition.
Now, I wish that was my only real thing.
I wish it was the only thing, but we've got that because you had 22q, and that's why.
Yeah, my immune system's. When you have 22q, your immune system's bad.
Yeah, so sometimes it's actually worthwhile recognising and understanding what advocacy actually does help. Dyan's actually got a background. I'm just going to flick up. You can see the 2 certificates behind. Dyan's actually been not only through the TAFE specifically, but also through university studying psychology. She's worked in welfare. She's worked actively in the community. And she even started a not-for-profit organisation for women in the community, which is incredibly great. Kudos to her. It was only her severe seizures and deterioration in her health conditions that's actually reduced any of it. So coming back to my story about where we're at, I can't go into much details, unfortunately, because it's so legal. Okay, there's real suppression here. I'm not allowed to gag order. Okay. These things happen. There's still some progress to be made, but there's a lot of work that's actually gone a long way to actually working on better access, changes, better education and improvement, which is so super duper important.
And we're doing this for not only me, but for our family. We have 2 beautiful sons, 2 beautiful grandsons. The community as a whole
who have these conditions, and particularly
everyone in Perth who's got 22q deserves. Anyone with a rare syndrome in Perth deserves good quality healthcare, early detection that they've got it, all of that.
But these things, and obviously having to go through complaints processes when you talk about things like APRA or HADSCO or ministerial or whatever it might be, these things take a lot of time, a lot of paperwork, a lot of effort.
Guys, this dude has worked so hard. I bet you the lawyers are impressed with you.
Oh, look, it's so...
He's almost like he's a paralegal.
So well documented.
He's been doing the document like a paralegal does.
But it helps the whole process.
I work with paralegals a lot in welfare, and you're doing exactly what they do.
And look, for anybody who's going through disability or the health system... Document.
Everything.
My one power tip is write down
when you go to a doctor or a specialist, take away the blood results, take away the test results.
Always have copies of everything.
Take away any... Get reports.
Yep.
Demand it.
Yeah.
Stack it up.
Because you don't get a certificate to say, hey, you've got this condition. Okay.
But keep it with you for the next person or the next person. And when you're like me and you're seeing so many ologists.
20 different ologists that you see.
They don't know what the other ologists are doing.
No, compartmentalisation and segmentation doesn't help to bring a cohesive plan together. So that's what's very, very important
for carers
to try and do
to bring
that.
It together.
And work with your allied healthcare system as well as your own GP or primary care physician.
Get a good
There's
GP.
so many people that are involved. And then even down to your support staff or your nursing staff that might be involved on hand or your support coordinator. Yeah. There are so many elements that should work cohesively
as well.
Together.
If you're in the NGIS, guys, please make sure that where you start, you need a good support coordinator.
Yep.
So if you're feeling yours isn't, just cut and run. It's about
Don't forget to
don't feel bad.
And look at reviews.
I know I've always felt.
No,
but I'm just saying, like I've always felt bad cutting people and just going, no, you're not right. The reason the NDIS is structured the way it is, the reason why the name changed, it's not just a name change for disability. The structure is choice and control. Okay,
all about you having that
disabled people, we must have choice and control over our lives. We have been
almost disenfranchised, but
from society. Most are homeless. Most are homeless. Have addictions for the pain and suffering they're going through.
Exactly.
There is
isolated
so many,
massively from family.
Isolated. So
most
if you
may
have
not
a good support
relationships
coordinator,
or partnerships, or even informal support's dropping.
So if you've got a good support coordinator, just get rid of them. Get another one. Get rid of them, because there's more bad than good.
Values.
There's more bad than good at the moment. But the system's being cleaned up. It's going to take time. But if you get a good one, your life will be
a good starting point is to look at a disability expo in your local area. We have one each year. It normally runs for a couple of days. And it's a great way to actually meet a lot of the suppliers in the local area.
And ask questions. Have a list of questions.
Go in there prepared. Talk to other people with disabilities. See what they're actually doing.
Well, we're all different. We're all different with our needs.
Get those recommendations,
So you need to speak about what your needs are. And that means that support coordinator might not be good for, say, your friend who's disabled. But it doesn't mean it's not good for you.
Correct.
Because you're all we're all different under disability. Even if you have 22q. We're all different. Because our bodies do different things with that 22q.
If you've met one person,
some people can be barely any symptoms.
It's literally you only met one person.
Are you there?
We're all uniquely different in our own genetic makeup and the combination and the severity
and
I've
got lucky things compared to other 22qers.
Correct.
So it's a big complex thing.
100%. Now,
but
on
fight
other news,
for your rights,
you're off to see your primary care physician next week. He's been away on holidays. Hope he brought you back something.
Oh my God, when he hears everything that's going on. I never get a gift. I give him gifts all the bloody time. He never gives me anything.
I think he's going to go on holiday as soon as he hears. And Dyan has
he
had
never
major
gives me
anaphylaxis,
anything. No
respiratory
presents.
distress, flu.
He does poems. He could write me a poem.
A few things have been going on. Multiple seizures.
Nothing.
There's dystonia, cranial segmental dystonia, and the list goes on.
And the housing stuff.
She's not impressed.
And,
It'll be a lovely catch. There's been a few things since you last saw him.
Oh, with the hospital.
No, we do normally see him
every
every 3 weeks on a regular basis. We actually have an extended session. That's one thing too. If you're a person with disability or if you have communication-related issues, give allowances for that. With your disability, ask for more time to slow things down.
If you've got a complex condition or conditions.
Because with things like interoception, lexophonia, all these other sort of things, or communication, or auditory processing, or comprehension, it's very difficult to understand your own internal states and to be able to relay that and get that information across in a cohesive, concise manner.
Yeah, like those two gang up on me because I'm like, sorry, say that again. Like, I don't get what you're talking about. And they're like,
because in your brain, you've gone off on another tangent of ADHD.
They're frustrated because they're thinking, this chick's dumb. She's dumb. And I am.
No, you're just disconnected because your thoughts are going on other tangents.
Nah, stupid.
That's a nice skeleton over there.
In
Why is that
the
skeleton
areas
not wearing a
of
bow tie?
humanitarian stuff like social welfare or psychology, savants.
Yes.
Savant. Okay? Savant. All right? Or philosophy, religion.
Your special
interest. But you know, politics. But anything else, stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Why has your body become my special interest? That's what I want to know.
Your body?
Your body.
My body?
Well, your health conditions, your whole... Anyway, that's another story too, isn't it?
A lot of autistics do that, though, don't they?
Now,
a lot of autistics
some people may ask,
autism.
now that we've just got the bath...
Oh, for fuck's sake. We're screwed, aren't we? I've been
loving
my bath.
Is the bath able to come? Are we going to miss out? Is it going to be able to be transferred? Do we have to apply again? Will we get one at all? Stay tuned for that saga, because it's only been 2.5 years to get hold of this bath, and it's only just been in and she's had 3 or 4 baths already. We're trying. We're going to work.
No one likes you.
We're going to work out the logistics to see whether one provider can take it over from another provider, and we'll get it taken out and reinstalled.
You don't go here. You just have a lot of feelings, right?
Oh, so many feelings.
Mean Girls, you know that one?
We also won't have
Good
automation
movie.
on the front door of the place that we're going to, so that's just going to be something which we're going to deal with, because sometimes you work out the point of going,
big head.
I can't be bothered anymore.
I'm resourceful.
I am sick of trying to fight this damn stupid broken system. You are.
I'm a clever cookie.
You are.
Okay, I'm quite capable.
Sure, in your wheelchair, of opening a steel fire door. How'd that go last time? I'm waiting.
Shut up.
How
I'm
did it
going to
go?
be fine.
You'll
No,
be
seriously,
fine.
I will. No, I'm serious.
I know, you are. You're very
I-
serious, because we're not going to be bothering trying.
Okay, exactly. It is a situation, guys, of, you know what? I've come to a point in my life.
Yep.
Bit late, isn't it? I'm 50. But anyway,
Slowly
I'm
with this one.
autistic, developmentally delayed.
Sure, take your time.
I will. God, so much pressure since I was a child. I'm exhausted.
She'll grow up one day.
I'm
We
exhausted.
feed her, we water her.
I'm not going
She's
to
still
grow.
the same height.
I'm a shrimp.
I know, right?
There's
Put another
nothing-
shrimp on
there's
the Barbie.
Wrong with tiny people.
No, good things
We're
come in small
cool.
packages. We've always said that. Anyway, you've given up the ghost.
Yeah,
Over
I've
trust.
accepted those challenges because it's like I've seen the other side.
Yeah. And it ain't
I've
pretty.
seen another side and it ain't
Actually, you've
pretty.
actually seen that side, but I brought you back. I'm
It
sorry.
ain't
I
pretty.
interrupted your visit.
Now I'll pray for these people, absolutely. But there's many different disabilities.
There are, and some don't always work harmoniously together with the same needs or equipment or resources or access.
Some people are crazy.
I think that's just in general. You don't have to be a person with disability to be like that either. It's just some people in the public.
Some people are abusing the system.
And there's plenty of those. Most of them in the system who are providing the services.
And
That's
it's
why we're here.
exhausting to deal with the whole lot of them.
Yeah, it is. I've given up. I need some me
But
time.
the people here
What is me
that
time?
run here are going to be devastated.
Oh, I know, because they won't have me to go and
Devastated.
turn their fire alarm off and save the
They
building
want
every
us
time.
so bad, guys. Oh, it's getting.
They can get a caretaker. Ain't going to be me. But anyway, look, we don't know yet.
We don't
So
know.
again,
When we
we're
know, we'll
propositioning
let
this
you know.
in it may. We're hopeful. We're wishful. It's close. But look, stay tuned to this current saga that's ongoing.
Jesus!
You can say
Where's
all
my
your
candle?
Hail Marys
Give me
and
my
everything
Bible.
else. You need to put some work in here.
No,
'Cause we need some
I'm
good
being a
luck.
spoiled brat by doing
No,
that.
you're not being full bad.
I
But
feel guilty asking Jesus for
Girls,
things
please.
because,
inside.
you
works.
know, there's so many people without a home.
Oh, absolutely. But we've been there. We've been homeless with disability during this cycle. And you know what? I think we're doing the hard yards. And we see the implications, the effect that actually occurs when Dyan's disturbed by multiple alarms going off, people playing a bass speaker at 1
He's
o'clock
got
in the
a big
morning, people
speaker.
who want to be smoking the good drugs downstairs and having their fights.
Yeah.
We know. You've seen it play out. And that's why, again, we do the channel so you can see the real life experiences of people with disability here in Perth, Western Australia, and what they're having to deal with.
It's been hell.
It's unnecessary.
hell.
And if we can actually stop that and
I
improve
need
that
peace.
and give peace and quiet and stability.
Because you know what? When
and
you're
all
living
things
with
good will
something
help.
that you could die tomorrow,
Yep.
this is not how I deserve to live.
No.
It's just not.
Absolutely not.
End of story. It's not.
Mm.
And unfortunately, the system doesn't respect that.
No, and as a
And
carer,
they should.
I don't need carer's burnout because I am well beyond carer's burnout. Someone asked me the other day, hey, how are you going for respite? It's like, what's that? What is that word?
And
what
my
does respite
focus
actually
too
mean?
is
So I haven't
want
had a break or a holiday in, I don't know now.
since our kids.
Yeah, long.
We haven't really
long
had a
time
holiday
ago.
since our kids.
So that's been a while.
We used to regularly have holidays with our kids,
And
whether
look,
it was
you can't keep
camping or
going at that
whatever.
level. You can't keep up the high. You can't live with 3 or 4 hours sleep. You can't live with stress always circulating through.
But I have a lot of faith for our future.
Yeah, I do too.
For us, for our kids, for our grandkids.
Yep.
There's just a lot in store for us.
Yep.
And
Things
watch,
are coming
wait
together.
and see.
Watch this space,
Because,
as they say.
like I am a very determined person.
Well, she definitely is.
Ask my mother.
Mm-hmm.
She will say that too.
Yes.
She's
Maybe
very
not in-
determined.
maybe not in a good way,
I'm
but
not
she
in
will say that.
touch with my mum, but
Yeah, I don't think she's in touch with anything.
you know,
That's not good,
I don't think she wants me. She said that
She
anyway.
said that literally.
But
Diane's an orphan from her
basically,
family because of her condition.
I still love my mum because that's what kind of person I am. But, you know, I as a mum just want to
Take time for yourself. It's okay.
I have to make sure that my family, when I'm gone, And being that it's genetic for our children and grandchildren.
22q is a life-limiting
And you
condition.
will be homeless if I die.
I'll worry
Right?
about that
I have
one
to fight.
day at a time.
I have to fight, and I have to set them up.
Yeah.
Because that's my job, guys, and I have to focus on that.
I know that.
I have to focus on that.
Absolutely. And the system, unfortunately, has got a lot of failings, and we need to improve that to help them, our children, our family, and everybody else with these rare conditions to bring to the spotlight, to help education and improve the delivery of services, which actually makes a huge change. And instead of the potential dying at 41.7 years of age,
I
we can
want
get
to
length
live
of life
life,
and living quality
and
by
I want to
providing the
live a long
services that are
time.
necessary. So that's a fact there.
I
So
want to
look,
live a long time.
today's video brings together a whole range of things.
I mean,
some
like,
big surprises.
can you believe it?
Are you shocked? Are you ready to pack with us again?
What if it happened? That is intense.
If it
man.
happens, we're going to go into
intense. But
packing
you know
mode.
what? My support worker, she's like, "Oh, I love packing." I'm like,
yeah, you do.
Yay! She's young.
So over it.
Ow.
Yeah, she's got young enthusiasm. That's
Done
good.
that again. But no, she's young.
Yep.
So, yay for her.
Yay for her. We need the energy.
She's like my, you know, she's
Doppelganger.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like, she's an awesome... Guys, make sure you've got good support workers.
I mean the difference, don't I?
Okay? Because you deserve it, you need it, and there are some good
But
ones.
if things happening, they're going to happen pretty damn rapidly. So stay tuned as you follow through that journey of the whole process of how we as a disabled family unit have to work through the processes of keeping Dyan safe whilst having a range of life-threatening conditions, looking after our animals, packing up a property, transferring to another location, getting it set up, getting her in, cleaning up, handing it over, and living on our best life.
Well, I
I think
hope
they've done
we
that
can
before, haven't we?
caravan around a little bit.
I hope so too.
Because we'll be going to our favourite place. We've been to Queensland twice, decades ago with our children.
Yep.
So maybe one day, who knows, we could be caravanning across the Nullarbor to Queensland and visiting all nature places and enjoying the weather. We love nature and
nothing better than grounding yourself
so guys,
away from all the medicalisation.
Do it. Go to the beach when you can. Go to a park where there's lots of grass. Go to like hiking places if your disability can do that. Or go to parks that, you know, are kind of off the track, so to speak, of
away from people.
Civilization, is it?
Yeah. It is.
Civilization, and sit on a bench.
Yep, go where no man has gone before.
Do it, because I'm telling you,
other than the university.
I think that what we've learnt with the politics of the world and the dramas of the world, escape it, guys. There is a beautiful world that has been created.
Sometimes you need to
and I know you're not all religious, and I apologise for saying things a lot, but that's God's beauty that He gave to us to just go and enjoy for free.
For free.
I know they're trying to make it like a lot of places. We're going to charge
Not so for free. Yeah.
It's stupid. How can you charge for nature? You didn't make it. It's rude, right? They should apologise to God.
And she's off on a tangent now. Here we go.
But
let's wrap it up and bring it in.
Don't forget about a decent picnic. I'm telling you, don't underestimate a nice picnic. It's beautiful.
It is indeed. Breathe in that fresh air.
It's lovely.
It is indeed. Have a look at the stars.
So I think we should do that. I want to go down to the beach whenever I get the chance soon, because that's my favourite place, guys. When I go to the beach, I just feel good. As a kid, my mum used to take us to the beach.
They're happy places.
All the time. I took my kids to the beach.
To our happy places.
All the
guys,
time.
give us a big thumbs up of encouragement.
Thanks,
and
guys.
cross your fingers of hope, because we are wishful that this is going to work out. If it doesn't,
then
it
is what
plan
it
B,
is.
we're at.
What's meant to be, meant to be.
We will just put on our helmets and buckle down and try and get through life.
Those, you know those workers, earmuffs. High decibel.
Yeah, I think we're going to
But then we can't watch TV.
We'll work out a way on that one. If you have comments, questions, ideas, or suggestions, leave them below, because we love hearing from all our community. Don't forget to interact and engage with each other.
Thanks for your comments.
Share your stories. Engage and help. If you've been through having to move home, think about your moving house stories, because you're probably going to need to think about that.
And guys, if any of you have been through stress, you're on my prayer list.
Indeed. That prayer list will go long. All right, guys, subscribe and hit that notification bell, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.